Good morning, everyone. Today I will be talking about all of my OCs actually, and then first flash round. Let's draw them as chivis. This is Lemon, my very first OC. She uses she, he, and they pronouns. Sometimes it pronouns too, and she's a fox. She's a demonic fox. Yeah, that's Lemon. First OC, let's add it to the roster. Next up is Ymir. Ymir Saturn. He uses he, they pronouns. He's non-binary and he's a panda bear and bat hybrid. He doesn't have any irises. His eyes are totally blank. And yeah, he's like 18 years old, I think. That's what he told me. Next up is Logic, my bunny OC that I recently made. Why is nothing happening on the screen? Give me a moment to fix this. Okay, we're going. This is Logic, my bunny OC that I recently made a reference sheet for. She uses she and they pronouns, and she's a bunny. Next up, who do we have next? Wait. Next up is Kyo, or Kyo, however you want to call him. He uses he, him pronouns, and he is a dragon fox thing? I don't remember. And yeah, that's Kyo. He has tattoos, but I didn't draw them because, time, woo! Okay, now, oh yeah, the eyes, okay. Give me next. Who we doing next? 1, 2, 3, go! And next up we have Zelina. She's a fairly recent character, and she's a kitsune. She's a Blasian kitsune. She has darker skin and purple hair. She uses she, her pronouns, sometimes they, them too. And that's Zelina. Next up, who do we have next? Drumroll, please. Next up, we have Kiro, Toshinori Yagi's husband, a My Hero Academia self-insert. He uses he, him, and its pronouns. And yeah, he's a self-insert because I'm just predictable. I love men. Alright, we have almost half. Actually, already have. Next, we have Arctis. She is an Arctic fox with like curly, kinky hair. And she is girlfriends with Leo, who we'll see in a moment. She uses she, her pronouns. And now we're doing Leo in her human form, actually. She has an anthro form and a normal form. This is Leo in her normal form. She uses she, her pronouns. And she has big boobs. Yeah, they're girlfriends. Next up, we have Sharky. My best friend makes Sharky for me, and I loved her so much that she proceeded to become a staple of my characters. I love drawing her. I love everything about Sharky. I love her like square, like triangle, geometric hair the most. And now we have Iko. Iko is also a self-insert, but he is a self-insert in the Demon Slayer world. Yeah, he uses he, they pronouns, and he was a Hashira. He's now a demon. Okay, adjusting some things, adjusting. Next, we have Ivilu. Ivilu is also an older character that I tried redesigning once. And she only appears here because I needed more characters. I knew I had more characters, so her pronouns are she, her. And now we have Yato. Yato Flashbang. He's one of the only human characters in here. But I mean, he's not entirely human. He has horns. Okay, that's everyone. Now we go to the slower footage and slower facts. Here we go. First, we have Lemon or Lemonade, or actually, her real name is Aid Spoonheart. Her nicknames are Lemon, Lemonade, Lele, and Heart. She's ageless, but she's lived over 100 years. She's a snow fox demon, and she she's non-binary. He goes by he, they, it, and ze. Uh, I forgot that I made Lemon not have the she pronoun anymore. So sorry, Lemon, that I kept misgendering you. Whoops. She used. Uh, God damn it. He used to be a she for a very long time. Lemon is my very first OC that I ever created, way before I knew I was actually not in the body that I was supposed to be, and so that's where the she came from. I was so far in the closet. I met Narnia, and yeah, that's why Lemon had the she pronoun for a long time. They don't use that anymore, and I've forgotten. Yeah, Lemon was my very first OC, and I tried redesigning Lemon a few times to be like more masculine or more male when I started transitioning, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't feel like Lemon. So I made some adjustments and made those redesigns their own characters, and left Lemon as she was, as he Jesus, as he was, because that's Lemon. So next up we have Ymir, and I also have some things to say about Ymir because they're also a very old OC. They used to be called Dahlia back in the day, but I didn't like the name anymore because it has trauma attached to it. So I opted to make their name be Ymir Saturn. They're mostly blind. They think over 10 diopters and black white color blind. Jesus. Uh, they're panda bat hybrid. Their pronouns on they, them, and he, him. In my notes, I have very bold letters, not a girl. Yeah. They're a shapeshifter. They can change their shape into literally anything they can think about. The only like thing that's not changing is their colors. So their colors always will stay, and their eyes. Their eyes will not change shape into having irises. They're irisless completely. Next is Logic. Logic is a character that I updated very recently. She used to be a very she used to be a character that was in a controversy. Uh, there was this art thief named DA Life 32 who stole her from me and claimed it as her own. So that's a thing. Logic's name is Olympia Logiska. Logic is just a nickname, just like for Lemon. They're demigirl. They're a demigirl and they're bisexual. And they have a crush on somebody, but it's a secret. What are those notes, Jesus? Next up, we have Kyo, or Kyo, however you want to say his name. He is a boy, he, him, and he was one of the failed Lemon redesigns. I wanted to redesign Lemon because I was finding out that I was a boy, actually. So I wanted to redesign them, but it just didn't work. It wasn't Lemon. So I turned that redesign into a character, a character that I actually really really like. I love his feathers, the really long feathers that stick down. Uh, yeah, and also he has tattoos that don't uh, don't stay on his skin for too long. even if he has the most permanent tattoo in the world on his arms or legs or whatever, it will disappear in under a week. So yeah. Next we have Kiro. And I've said enough about Kiro already. He is Yoshinori Yagi's husband. He has saliva that is poisonous. He can blow bubbles from it. And yeah, he's a self-insert. Because I love All Might. He's just, man, I'm so gay. Actually, bi. But that's a different topic for a different video. Next is Arctis. I love Arctis or Arctis, however you want to say. The names are actually, I never say them out loud. So whatever you want to say, that's how they're said. So Arctis is also a very old character that I redesigned lately. Not that lately. It's been a few months, but I redesigned them somewhat recently. And they're a lesbian along with Leo. They're very in love, and I don't know what else I can say about Arctis or Leo for that matter. Actually, I know about Leo. Leo Miyoda, that's her full name, is a princess of a kingdom that has elemental like powers, and her elemental power is lava. She's a lava fox, and yeah, she's in love with Arctis. Next is Zelina, and I can't remember it for the life of me, her last name. It might have been Momokyu. She's Blasian. She has very curly hair, and her ears and tail are also curly. They're very like curly and coily, which I don't see often in these types of OCs. So I thought I'd add it to her. She has darker skin. She's very flirty. She likes showing off her body. And yeah, I love her. She's a newer character, so she's not that developed. Character-wise, anyway. In other places, she's very developed. But yeah, that's Alina. Next up, we have Iko. Iko Nishi is a self-insert into Demon Slayer. He is a Demon Slayer character, and he was turned into a demon by Rui. That's why they look so similar. Because I love Rui. He's such a precious boy. He didn't want this. He didn't want to be turned into a demon. But that may be a hot take, but I love Rui. So I made my Demon Slayer character be like him. He has a long story. And long story short, he was fighting Daki, and he went freaking baronkers. He stopped being a Hashira because he went feral. Anyways, next up is Ivilu. I don't know much about Ivilu because I never developed her much, but she has many different designs, and I cannot settle down on one design. They just always change. And yeah, she has a secret mouth that she can split her face into 4 parts, and her real mouth is inside. It's quite creepy. I wanted this cute little like streamer girl to be really creepy, actually. And I think I succeeded. And so next is the one I'm drawing. It's Yato Flashbang. He isn't developed either that much. I just know that he goes around doing like vigilante crimes and beating up criminals and just being cool. I think he's cool, okay? And lastly, we have Sharky. I love Sharky. She's my favorite. She's my absolute favorite because my best friend Corn actually made Sharky for me. Uh, I mean, the first draft of Sharky, and I loved her so much that I turned her into an actual character. And I need to draw her more often because hell, these like triangle, like square hair, is so fun to draw. You're just like squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Square here, rhombus there, just very geometrical. Uh, Also, she has horns and black sclera in her eyes. She's just so fun. I love her. So yeah. I don't know what to talk about, so I just say thank you for watching. And those are all of my characters. Maybe I'll do a part 2 with my pony characters, but because I excluded them. I excluded basically anything that wasn't our original character. Well, I got some fan characters in this, but I make the rules. I make the rules. So yeah, that's a goodbye. See ya in the next video.